Right, welcome back everybody. Oh, we're jumping right into the tournament draft. Welcome back everybody. We had a bit of a miscommunication, but we're going to be continuing on as planned. And let's see, Wyoming and the Leviathans are going to be starting their draft here. Instead of using pro draft, we're going to be drafting in game. So this is going to be, we're going to watch this live instantly with the Samira ban.
That's crazy. She is in for this tournament, so.
She is legal this time around, and I expect to see her in every game if she isn't banned.
Right.
I don't know how much experience you have playing against that champion, but as a resident Leona main, I hate it. Very few AD carries can make me hate playing against them, and Samira is the only one of them.
She's not horrible. She's short range. You can blow her up really quickly if you get on top of her. That's true. That's true, but I am definitely the support in the lane, and so I need to rely on all of the damage around me, and when that doesn't come in, I've just dived onto a nuclear bomb. Just a little bit of an update. So Subway is actually going to step out for this match. Oh, they heard me. Is going to step out for this match and might be joining us a little bit later. But for now, it's just going to be me and Lindsay. And for those of you who tuned in after our intermission, hi, I am Amir, and I go to Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. And I'm joined here with my co-host, Lindsay. Hi, I go to Farmingdale. It's in Long Island. Really cute place.
Excellent.
Oh, that Cassidy pick though.
I grew up in Long Island. Well, I mean, I still kind of live there. It's just I commute for school. All right, the Cassidy into the as opposed to the Shen. Okay, the reworked items that are coming into the next season really don't help Cassidy. So I'm glad to get an opportunity to see his glory days here. Him to live like a little bit of his glory days before the champion gets effectively better with the item changes.
Interested to see where the Shen goes. He might be a River Shen.
I
would really like to see that.
I'd love to see a River Shen. I mean, considering that he banned a Caitlyn, I don't know. That's that's a bit of an interesting choice. Orianna versus Cassidy. I know Cassidy's not going to like that until level 11. I mean, he's not going to like that at all, but he won't be able to do anything about it until level 11. Twitch Lux. Lux is probably going into the support role.
That's a really good Braum pick into Twitch and Lux.
That is an awesome Braum pick.
It's going to block all of the Twitch's ultis. The only problem is not much peel if a Cassidy gets on your back line.
That's true. Very interesting Fiddlesticks ban here. I would think with the team that has a Shen, Orianna, and Braum, they wouldn't be too afraid of the Fiddlesticks, but I guess not.
Coward, may you die with your eyes closed.
Ashe, I definitely understand why the Twitch want to keep that out of the enemy team's hands.
Ashe and Braum's a really strong lane, especially now. Just slows for days. It's gonna be a really squishy bottom lane though, so burst might be the best way to go for bot side.
And the Evelyn ban from what team is on this side? Yeah, the Evelyn ban from Leviathan, which is interesting because I feel like as the team stand now, that definitely benefits Wyoming a lot more.
If we're thinking about it, what would be the best to round out Leviathans
I'll beat it out of you
for an ADC?
Best ADC to round out. Well, I mean, they're gonna pick Jinx. So.
Jinx. Oh.
Jinx
MF for the Wombo combo?
Either is a really good pick here. The Oriana Shen synergy is already really good, and being able to keep everybody locked down between Oriana, Shen, Braum with the Misfortune would have been really good. But I definitely understand why the Jinx pick is here, especially if you can get a few early kills onto this Twitch. That Jinx is going to scale out of her mind. Kled. Ooh, and Annie?
Annie?
Okay, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Okay, so we have Annie and Lux and Kassadin.
Is it possible we're looking for a Twitch jungle here?
I mean, theoretically it is possible, but that would leave Lux, Annie bot lane.
Right? Maybe Khaled jungle? We'll have to say.
And unfortunately, we don't have the River Shen unless this is going Hecarim top, which that would shock me if that was the case. All right, well, this team these team comps look extremely interesting for many different reasons. The Hecarim Oriana Shen looks to be really good synergy. The Jinx again with a couple early kills, especially with such a squishy bot lane like potentially Annie Lux or Lux Twitch or Twitch Annie, whatever combination is going bottom. I could definitely see. I think just from looking at the teams in Champ Select, I think Leviathan has the clear advantage here.
Mm-hmm. All they need to do is not give too many kills over to the Kassadin or Twitch, and they should be fine in team fights.
I agree. Especially with but I don't know how the Kled is going to fare into the Shen. I know Kled is definitely fairly strong, but Shen with that auto attack denial, especially against a champion like Kled, who is definitely a lane bully, but Shen does provide a lot of like anti-bullying. I want to say technology. This is going to be a really interesting match to see.
Are they lined up in the correct roles?
I'm not sure. That would imply that it's Kled Annie bot lane, and I just don't see that happening. But then again, I didn't expect to see Lux, Kassadin, and Annie played on the same team. So
I think win conditions for Leviathan is just not losing too early. For the other team, getting Kassadin and Twitch ahead, getting Kled really tanky, Lux some nice support items, and Annie just a CC bot. Maybe jumping on the Jinx every game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if Annie can get even a little bit fed, she can make sure that this Jinx isn't a problem for a while. Especially if she's going to be okay, let's break down the different ways that this team can organize themselves. All right. So let's say Annie Lux bot lane. Super squishy against Jinx Braum, gonna be super tough to get anything done. That being said, if Annie is the, I guess, carry in that particular lane, which she absolutely can afford to be because Lux going full support is still like a very legitimate threat. Annie going as the carry and just blowing up Jinx every chance that she can get, there's not much Braum can do to stop it until he hits 6. And even then, it might be too late to save Jinx's life, in which case that could be a way for Wyoming to really shut down one of Leviathan's win conditions. Twitch Lux, that lane just sounds really hard to win. Against Braum Jinx, that just sounds really difficult to win. And Annie Twitch, kind of the same deal. Especially because Twitch is probably going to go the carry in that lane in that case. And while Annie can stun the Jinx, at that point, since she's not actually building damage, it's going to be all on Twitch, and Twitch's abilities are going to be blockable by Braum Shield.
Mm-hmm.
So I think only the most wild of the 3 combinations are really going to stand a chance against Jinx Braum.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, we'll find out in a second.
Oh boy.
I mean, if it even is representative. Okay.
Oh, so it's going to be.
Cassidon Jungle.
Oh my
Interesting.
gosh.
Aftershock Lux.
Wait, they they all went heal. I can't tell who the support is now. Maybe Lux has to be the support, right?
She
'Cause
did
went
build
Aftershock?
Aftershock.
There's no way.
So I think it has to be Lux Twitch.
Double heal bottom lane.
Lux Twitch with Annie going heal mid lane. Jungle Cassidon against Hecarim, which I'm so sorry for that Cassidon.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that Cassidon. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Guardian Braum, who's almost certainly going support with Shen, Grash Shen going top. He did win the teleport. Orianna mid and Jinx, Jinx 80 carry. Wow, this is gonna be a very interesting game. I'm very glad that I get to be here to cast this. The technology. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right, Bubble Trouble.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Wow.
Alright,
Wow,
seems
wow,
like
wow,
they
wow.
might be Leviathans getting ready for an invade on the bot
Which with the
side.
team comp that they have is going to be it's
Oh,
definitely going to
they-
be oh,
They were
I wonder if
seen
they're
by
going
the-
to be able to grab the Lux.
Oh,
If
oh,
Hecarim starts E here, he might be able to ooh, burning the Lux flash level 1 with the Shen taunt. I mean, if bot lane wasn't kind of solidified that before, it might be really, really difficult to come back with now, especially with Twitch Lux against.
easy
I don't know.
game
This
for
is
the
gonna be
Hecarim.
super
Very
easy gank for the Hecarim. If the Hecarim is smart, which it is Jahi, so we're absolutely allowed to say he's not.
True.
We're absolutely allowed to say he's not. Jahi is a fellow intern of ours, and we're going to make sure that he, no matter how well he does this game, he's going to know his place. Yes, it is. It is Cassidon Jungle with triple heal on the Lux, Twitch, and Annie. I used to play it in Korea. How did it fare you there, Dark King? Got iron with it? I'm very proud of you. Alright, Orianna going for the poke, which from experience, I know how difficult an Orianna lane can be, especially when the Orianna is ahead. Already see some fighting top lane. The Lux and Twitch are gonna have to stay back, and they were going to have to anyway. But now with the loss of loss of Lux's flash, it's gonna be really difficult for them to get anything. You can see that Annie is really, really having a lot of trouble staying healthy in mid lane. Orianna is just really oppressive.
Also, the range difference between their spells. Orianna has such a bigger spell difference than Annie.
A much larger spell range, especially when the when accounting for the Shen or Hecarim ganks is going to be so difficult for Wyoming to deal with. Top lane looks about even. Twitch and Lux hanging back, doing the smart thing, waiting for the wave to come to them. It would be a little bit. Ooh.
Wow, that
looks like
caught
some
him.
fighting. Twitch actually gets caught inside of the trap. Jinx might be able to get the stun off here. Oh, but the heal manages to save Twitch before he can get stunned. I don't think it was necessary, but I definitely understand why they were scared. Ooh, the game is not really looking good for Wyoming right now. You reorganize the bottom champ frames and their other positions. Let's see. Can we get that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and try it. We'll go ahead and see if we can get that fixed up for you guys.
Seems like all lanes are pushing, so it's gonna be hard for the Hecarim to gank anything. If anything, I suggest maybe he tries to invade the Cassidon, because there's no way Cassidon's gonna be healthy in the jungle, right?
I'm shocked that the Cassidon hasn't been invaded yet. I don't think. Okay, so he. It's really a shame. Oh, the Shen diving in on the Kled top lane. Oh, the Kled gets Scarl back just before he goes down, managing to save himself. kind of brave for staying in lane still. The Hecarim is playing it safe, keeping in, not invading the Cassidon jungle. I'd expect him to have by now. I don't think there's really much Hecarim can do from levels 1 through 6 to stop Hecarim from doing whatever he wanted to. Bot lane is really oppressing. Bot lane is really oppressing their opponents. See. Trying to get the scoreboard fixed up for you guys. But being brave, I was going to say, Shen seemed like he might be able to tower dive. Oh, the technology! Oh, the Kled manages to secure the kill on the Shen tower dive. It is definitely bait. Oh, Orianna might be taking Annie's life in return, and she... This is a lethal game from the start. I'm surprised that the first kill hasn't come from bot lane, actually.
They're playing really safe. I don't think there's any way.
They are playing safe, which I mean they're kind of forced to play safe.
And they also have double heal, like there's not much problem they can do without Ignite. Oh, they do actually have Ignite. Looks like Hecarim is invading on bottom side, his stronger side. Not much. He actually might run into the. Oh no, he's leaving. I really want to see a Hecarim fight a Cassidon in jungle.
Yeah, sorry, just trying to get the scoreboard fixed around.
Early dragon, maybe?
It would
Wow.
be.
Look,
I
he's
doubt it would
doing
be
an early
contested.
dragon.
I mean, there's no reason not to. I think it's a little bit risky considering that they don't have a bot lane right now. The Orianna the Orianna killing the Annie basically on cooldown now. And Hecarim is able to take the dragon despite his bot lane not actually being there. I think it was a bit of a risky play, but one that was I think it was more of a calculated risk more than anything, because their jungler definitely wouldn't be able to steal it from Hecarim, and their bot lane is pushed up so far. Hecarim might have been able to take them out, or at least take out one of them by himself. So I think it wasn't a bad dragon call, and of course they did end up getting it in the end.
I think this mid lane is going to be an interesting.
Past jungle clear is so insane. 28 CS to 45.
Oh.
Yeah, this Annie is not doing great. Like I said, once Orianna gets a lead, she can be extremely oppressive. And the second heal burned bot lane. I don't know if that was Twitch's or if that was Lux's,
This
but
Annie
both heals.
Fire.
Which team's blue, which team's red? Yeah, just to clarify, blue team is Wyoming and red team is Leviathans. Twitch flashes out of the way before he can get picked off by this tower dive. Lux is staying in a little bit braver, considering that all the minions on her side are about to die. Cassidon dies in the jungle to wolves.
So sad. I feel like we might have seen it coming though.
The Cassidon jungle pick was definitely a brave one. I think that Kled getting some action in the top lane, though he seems to have backed off now. Lux, I think it would be a good idea for her to leave now, considering there are two enemy champions who are more than capable of diving her. I think they could get in and out with either executing or dying. Orianna ultimates and kills the Annie for the 4th time in a row. Annie's not having a great game right now. Let's see. The scoreboard should be fixed up for you guys. Let's see. Let's compare how the teams are doing. Hecarim going for the tower dive, but he hits the tower instead of the Kled. And Kled survives the game. Ooh. had to burn ultimate to not get to not die to tower there. Really botched play by this Hecarim, but
He's gonna hear that later. That's for sure.
oh, he's absolutely going to hear that later.
Shen goes back.
The Shen lands a taunt, but doesn't get much more than that. Let's compare how the teams are doing. Kled's up by 1 kill, but down by about 30 CS. Hecarim is down. Hecarim is up 30 CS against the Kassadin, who has executed to his wolves. Annie doing really poorly in the mid lane. I mean, once you start losing to the Orianna, it's really hard to stop unless you play very, very passively or get some love from your jungler. The Kled flashes out of the zone from the Shen and avoids the Jinx ultimate. Let's see. Kled is really susceptible to a tower dive here. Even with the Scarl, I don't think it will be enough if the Shen manages to get the taunt off. We're about to find out right now. Shen just does not have the attack speed for it. Annie going off against the... Oh! Annie almost getting the Orianna in a 1-for-1 trade, but ends up dying.
Bot lane's having a little scuffle down and gets killed by the Braum Ignite. Will they find
is that the first kill that's happened in bot lane? It is.
It is.
Twitch looking to get a counter pick on the Jinx, but the Braum is keeping her safe, keeping Twitch away, and
This
he
actually might be
doesn't
another
have
kill.
flash or heal, so I think this is him, and Leviathan takes out Wyoming's bot lane for the first time this match. This game is not looking good for Wyoming. Do you see them coming back from this? The score right now is 1-7. There is I can't see that clearly. What is the gold lead? Yeah, guys, we're keeping track so we can keep track of everything, and we're all on the same page, so that we're not looking at the match from different times. We're looking at it through Discord screen share, and I'm sure you guys know how that is. Bit of a scuffle in mid lane. Orianna is playing a little bit of a dangerous game, though I think she feels pretty safe. She does have a pretty massive shutdown on her, so this recall is fairly timely. I can't wait to see what she buys. Buys her full Sork boots.
I'm surprised no Medjay yet.
Yeah, I'm also shocked. I think this would have been a perfect time to do so.
I mean,
Yeah, this game...
they still have a chance ever so slightly if they can get a good collateral right on top of the Orianna, just stun her up constantly, and then if Kassadin scales well enough, it'll take a long time for a jungle Kassadin to scale, but
It will.
if you can get there eventually.
Unfortunately, see, here's the unfortunate thing, because the way that I see it right now, I think Annie is completely out of the game at this point.
Almost completely. I mean, she still has a stun, you know? At least she has a stun.
She does have a stun. That is her best use for this match. Is going to be a stun bot, unfortunately. Twitch can scale up. Lux can scale up. Kassadin can absolutely scale up. In fact, Kassadin is probably their best chance for winning this game. And he does again in mid lane. Kassadin is probably their best chance to win in this game. Unfortunately, he is 0-2 in the jungle, about 33 CS behind his lane partner. Braum going for the tower dive.
And good heal.
They managed to.
Oh no!
They kill. Okay, I need to get my bearings in order. Okay. So much just happened.
All of the action everywhere.
Lux, despite the 2 delayed shout out the water snake, of course. Bot lane is having a really rough time of it. Lux and Twitch get tower dived by the Jinx and Braum, who follow up with the Shelly. Follow up with the Kassadin is going to dive onto the Jinx, can get it. Unfortunately, he does not. And the Rift Herald is going to take out one of their turrets and do a big chunk of damage to the follow-up one. Jinx throws out the ultimate, only manages to hit some minions. Braum is stuck underneath the turret, flashes out before anything else can happen to him. Twitch gets a shutdown on Jinx, might be able to follow up on the Braum if he catches up fast enough, but the hop is most likely getting him out of harm's way.
So here comes Hecarim though. He's just gonna run them both down.
Here comes Hecarim. Hecarim trying to make up for his botched tower dive top lane. Grabs the Lux and the Twitch. And I think at this point, I think it's safe to say Leviathan is going to... There is a chance that they can come back, but I think Leviathan is going to cinch this game up in a few minutes. As we were trying to say before all the action, before all the action went down, their only chance of winning, I think, is to get all of the shutdowns on this Kassadin and have Kassadin start CSing a lot better than he is now. Considering what's happening, though, I don't see that outcome coming to light. Kled flashing out of the way, manages to hit the blast cone just as the Shen flashes towards him. Shen might be able to land a taunt here. Shen misses the taunt, and Kled gets out pretty safely. Kled currently the player who is doing the best on Wyoming's team, but unfortunately, he is starting to build a little bit more tanky, and they are Leviathan is pretty free to run down mid lane and take probably the inhib on this push.
I don't think there's anything bad. No.
This is the most quality game of League of Legends I've ever seen. Tactical tower hit by Hecarim there. Really faked out Kled.
What an Orianna ult! Oh
my god! The beautiful Orianna ult into
the Jinx.
Let's see. Jinx is going to run down, see if she can get the kill on this Lux, and she does. The Braum ultimate wasn't even necessary. They're probably completely free to take this hit. They could back off to try and take the newly spawning Rift Herald. Although I think they're just gonna go for the win here. There's no reason not to. Kassadin jumping in on the back line, but quickly getting melted down by this Jinx, who is 5-1. The Annie jumping in for the stun, trying to bust down the Tibbers. This Jinx is taking absolutely no damage. I think the only one who's going to be able to really do anything to any of this is Kled, who is getting melted down. Dove by the Hecarim.
Ooh! Oh, he got...
Oh, but they're managing to turn it back with these tower hits. They do manage to beat them back. Lux flashes to get the kill that goes to Twitch anyway.
Jinx just autoing.
Amir, my namesake, is unstoppable. And I don't know, it looks like Leviathan is going to take this in the next push unless the Annie and Twitch manage to beat them back off here, though it looks like Shen and Hecarim don't want to give up.
They're not doing any damage to these guys.
They're not doing any damage, but Wyoming is respawning. They're going to be able to push them off, maybe get a couple of kills here. The Hecarim goes down! And Kassadin trades his life for it. Kled might be able to get the Snarl pick here. Oh, he does not get it. His invincibility frames in time.
And Wyoming keeps the game alive. Just in time for a dragon.
Wyoming does keep the game alive, although I think Orianna and Jinx are going to beeline it for the dragon if they don't recall here, which is going to be theirs. It's probably going to be theirs, considering that Wyoming is going to have to deal with these super minions. Twitch doesn't
and they're not doing much damage to them.
It is taking 4 champions to clear a wave of super minions. I think the game is safely in Leviathan's corner.
Annie popping the heel.
Annie popping the heel.
Dragon's gonna be up 5 seconds. Or they can get Rift Herald and make it dance. Which I think might be the better option here. And what they also think might be the better option.
I think they're going for the dance over here.
The dance, yep.
Oh god. Alright, things are opening up on my screen.
Looks like Leviathan's got the Rift Herald. Might be sending it down mid. And they're also being greedy and getting the dragon.
They can afford to be greedy here, and it's an Infernal Dragon, so they're just going to solidify this win now with the extra damage. Hecarim looking
All right,
for
here
the
it comes.
dive.
Running it down.
Probably
Running it
going
down,
to
man.
jump onto the Annie. Oh, jumps onto 4 people.
That Hecarim Oriana combo is actually nasty.
Hecarim Oriana is quite nasty. Looks like they're going to... Oriana is going to the kills in the fountain, but Hecarim is going to...
They haven't popped the Herald. They're gonna
get
finish
rid
this
of-
this game too quickly.
Okay, awesome. All right, and congratulations to Leviathan for defeating Wyoming and moving on to the next match. So guys, we're going to